Fuck you, Corey.
What's going on? Welcome back to the Man Cave Podcast. Mike, this is weird because you usually be on the other side.
Yeah, I can switch that. Give me a second.
Yeah, this is weird. I don't like it. I'm just saying, I don't like it. It just threw me off immediately. But we are back. That means it's Tuesday. That means another round of sports madness from this past weekend and Monday night, football, Christmas, all that good stuff. Glad y'all here. If you here, make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Mike don't even smoke though. He's a cigar smoker, man. He's scared of the marijuana.
I ain't scared of no damn marijuana.
Merry Christmas to you too. But y'all know what we do here, man. We talk sports, more sports. All of these sports, Mike. Really?
All of these sports.
Mike consumed, man. His audio was messing up, all that stuff. But it's cool. We are here, and we had some big games. NFL. Figure we can use this hour for the NFL, man. A lot of stuff going on. Winding down to the playoffs. Some upsets. You know what I mean? Like some craziness happened, but it's kind of not that crazy because the start, like, for instance, the Chiefs and the Raiders. I don't know how much a surprise that is to me. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know. Now that you switched it, I like it the other way. But it's cool. We leave it like this. It's just, just weird. But but the Chiefs, was that a surprise for you that they lost that game with them not being able to score in the second half, not scoring a lot of points, no receivers? I mean, it's just they got a good defense. That's it. Was it a surprise that they lost that game?
Who, the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Listen, no, it's not. They're trash this year. Dude, Mahomes is at 14 interceptions.
Yeah.
He's crying every damn play all the damn time now. There's no, he
Slam the helmets. Kelsey, they all mad, you know what I mean? And they doing these interviews, and I feel like they want to blame their receivers, but you can't just go on these interviews after the games and blame the receivers, but they trying to blame the media and everything else. And it's like, man, y'all are self-destructing because y'all have nobody. They 9-6 right now. Shit, the Bills is 9-6 right now. That's the crazy part. And a lot of people said that the Bills wouldn't even make the playoffs.
They still might not.
What does Kansas City need to do to win a playoff game? Because right now, if you can't score points in the second half, I don't know if you can win a playoff game.
Listen, here's the deal. The biggest takeaway from that game was not the fact that they couldn't score in the second half. It was the fact that But the Raiders didn't make a complete pass after the first half, after the first quarter, maybe.
They didn't need to.
They didn't complete one pass. That tells you something. What's that saying? That says
the ball.
Defense is trash.
Well, they can't stop the run. They couldn't stop the run, and then you get the fumble recovered for a touchdown. Then Patrick Mahomes comes right back out and throws an interception for a pick six. And it's like, if you gonna be doing stuff like, but what did you see in that game like that you think was the cause, like the main one or two things? It ain't just one thing; it's always several things. What are some things that you've seen in that Chiefs game that led to them losing or led to the Raiders winning, whichever team you want to pick?
Listen,
there's stuff on both sides.
The Raiders defense has definitely stepped up. They were getting pressure up the middle.
Is that Antonio Pierce?
That is Antonio Pierce.
Yeah.
Man, when you look at that sideline, you see him. He looked like Suge Knight. He over there just telling everybody, go out there and kill someone right now.
Hey, he's an NIGGA. He's not just a black man. He carries guns, all of that good stuff. Probably not now, but that's what he come from, though. Yeah,
man,
he was with Plexico when Plexico shot himself. They was on.
He was working right next to him. He probably slapped the shit out of Plexico after he shot himself.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna associate with some shit like that again.
But a couple of things though that you've seen from either team or both.
That defense, the front, how they got pressure on Mahomes, and you just saw Mahomes just look flustered. And I really think on the other side, I think it's the Chiefs not winning. They're just not winning games, and I think they're so messed up mentally that they're used to just being already 13 game wins and in the playoffs, have the division sold up, and now they don't. Now they're losing themselves.
Yeah,
they're coming unraveled.
So they really is it because everybody's trying to blame it on the receivers. They're like, they don't have no receivers, but y'all also don't have much of a running game, and Patrick Mahomes don't look like the same Patrick Mahomes. That line that y'all spent money on that's been protecting him and making sure he can do what he got to do and be the magicians, it has not been working. Crazy.
Well, I mean, he got a field tail with energy. Then he really gets into it. You hear him talk about smoking and all this old school shit he did. He goes from family man straight to old school. It's funny. but yeah, listen, the dude Casey's falling apart. Even if they make the playoffs, they might not. If they don't win their division, dude, this is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Because the Raiders in Denver, week 18, could be fighting for who wins that division if the Chiefs, I want to say if they lose another game.
Well, I think they'll win the division. They 9-6. The next closest team to them.
And yes, he does, Red Jack. I bring the gangster right out of 10.
Denver 7-8. The Chargers ain't got a chance.
Nah, it's
the Raiders 7-8 also. So nobody. I mean, the Chiefs will still win the division, even if they lose 2 games. They'll still win the division.
No, it's already set up. If they lose both those games.
But if Denver and Las Vegas don't win nothing, they still won't have a better winning.
Yeah, they have to win.
Yeah, they have to win. They're not gonna win though.
All they got to do, one of those teams got to do is win the last 2. That's it.
I don't see either team winning the next 2. I think they split 1-1, and the Chiefs still make it by the skin of their teeth, just like Jacksonville.
Who do they play? See, that's what you got to look at. I know what week 18 is. Week 18 is them playing each other.
Nah. Week 17.
Week 17. Who does Denver play?
The Raiders got the Colts. They probably not going. They should win that game, but I don't think they're going to win that game. Denver got the Chargers. That's definitely a win for them.
See, then they play each other.
Yeah, and then they play each other.
And then it's whoever wins that game. It can happen.
Hold on. The Raiders got the Broncos, of course, and then
it's whoever wins that game.
Yeah, but the Chiefs gonna beat the Chargers though. That's the crazy thing. The Chiefs are gonna beat. Well, we thought they was gonna beat the Raiders. So
tell me what Easton Stick did, man. They almost beat the Bills.
Easton Stick though.
The baseball man himself.
Yeah, he showed up though. That's all you can ask for is that he show up. Like
he definitely did.
Yeah. So
yes, Reggie. Your Niners. Whoo.
Yeah, we'll get there in a minute. But the Bengals got the Chiefs next week. Jake Browning shit the bed, 3 interceptions. He looked like John Kidna. He looked afraid. He looked scared.
This is what you should be wearing right now.
Yeah, he looks so scared,
you should
man.
Be hiding your face.
Yes, man. He looks so scared. But Mike, what did I tell you? I thought we was gonna lose every game that he played. So the fact that he won 3 games, that's fine. But I'm pissed about it now because he messing up our draft pick. You know what I'm saying? He messed up our draft pick, man.
He didn't mess it up. He gave y'all hope.
Up, man. Listen, if we'd have stayed at 5 wins, bro, we'd have a great draft pick right now.
You know what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened, you guys. You guys got played like the Browns get played every year.
Man, listen, bro.
You all of a sudden got that hope. You're like, oh, we can still be there. Yeah, woo. You might not have. You might not.
Yeah,
but there was a lot of damn Bengals fans saying, "Oh, we can get into playoffs." JB6.
But I don't think players, I don't think the team thought that. I think the team was just like, bro, we're gonna go out here, try to maintain. If we win, whatever. I don't think they out there thinking that we about to. I don't want us to make the playoffs. I don't want no scenario to happen where we make it and Jake Browning got to go and get embarrassed us and shit.
What's good, Bobby G?
Good, Bobby. I don't want to go get embarrassed in the playoffs, man. But everybody want to talk about these Niners and the Ravens, man.
All right, hold on. Before we start, let's go here. Bobby G, I'm gonna give you it. You said you called your power rankings are always right there. I mean, you put a lot of work into that shit, and you said the Ravens were number 1, Niners were number 2.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And everybody argued with you. Everybody's arguing that.
Well, people been arguing that though, but people been arguing that. But my whole thing was Purdy, man. Like Purdy, if it lies on Purdy, you're not gonna get to. You're not gonna. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get where you need to go.
And that was the thing. He threw 4 interceptions? Or was it only 3 in the first half?
Well, one of them was his fault. He shouldn't have threw that ball. 2 of them got tipped, and then his arm got hit on one. But that goes to the offensive line. Like on the one where his arm got hit, that goes to the offensive line. But another thing is he hit on 2 of those interceptions. Well, one of them that got tipped, he hit his man dead in the chest. And I don't understand how he don't catch that ball, man, like that right there. I don't blame that on him, but it go on his stats. So his MVP right now, he went down to 3, I think, and then it's Lamar and Christian. Who I know we had this conversation, but I'm still probably gonna go with Lamar. Had a great game. He went crazy. He 20-1 against the NFC in his career. He's only lost 1 time.
Listen, it only matters what he did this year.
Balling MVP, bro.
No.
It's gonna Hell be no. He number 1 right now. He
because people are retarded. That's what it is. These analysts are dumb as hell.
One thing, that's Vegas. That ain't the analyst. That's Vegas.
Everybody's stupid.
This is my thing about Lamar. Like I said, without Lamar Jackson, bro, you don't beat the 49ers. Without Brock Purdy,
you're right. You don't.
You could probably still beat the Ravens, but their defense didn't show up. So there was nothing they could do about that because the defense, they could not stop Lamar. Lamar running around. He extends the play for 7 to 8 seconds, man. Like how many receivers, how many DBs are going to stay with a receiver for 7 to 8 seconds, yo?
Yeah, that's tough. Listen, and I get it. Lamar had a good game. I give it to him.
He had a great game, bro.
The defense had a good game plan.
Yeah.
It was good. I'm still not deeming. He didn't do anything that he didn't do any other year. That's my thing. This whole year been the same
almost
thing.
300 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. He balled out running the
turnovers. Ball. What you mean no turnovers?
He might have. Did he throw a pick?
He fumbled the ball 11 times.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about in the game, the 49ers game.
Oh, no, yeah, no, he did good there.
I'm talking about the 49ers game, bro.
No, yeah, listen, he had a good-ass game.
He was running all over the place. That's what I'm saying. Like and he still threw 250-something and threw 2 touchdowns. Like, you know what I mean? Yes, and Shanahan is the same. This is the same coach that was the offensive coordinator for the Falcons that blew a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl, bro. No points in the second half.
Listen, I'm not.
Like, this is the same coach, man. I'm not just putting it on Shanahan. I'm not just putting it on. But I'm just saying, bro, like you got to, for one, they lined Trent Williams, they best offensive, they left tackle.
He went out.
All pro. He was, but he wasn't doing nothing while he was in, though. He was not doing nothing while he was in the game, bro. Like that.
He went out. Yeah. Purdy ended up going out.
Yeah. But before he went out, he wasn't protecting. He wasn't.
No, he actually looked flustered. For once in his career, he looked flustered.
Yes, and I know that the Ravens just looked faster on defense. They just
Ravens got a good defense. Look, it was all over the place. It's the Ravens, the Niners, and the Browns defense all hold number 1s throughout all the categories.
The 3 top defenses in the league for sure.
And I'm just not.
They control their own destiny still. They can still end up with the bye. They control their own destiny, but they can't lose though. You know what I mean? The Niners.
Oh yeah, they don't need it. Yeah, they can't lose anymore.
Because there's 3 teams. It's them 11-4, the Eagles 11-4, and the Lions is 11-4. So in any one of those teams can get the first seed, get that bye.
Look, Red Jet, that's how fans are. Real fans of the game know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Fans of just the team, that's the way they are. Yep. That's how they chant it up.
Yeah. But that it was a good showing for the Ravens, man. They impressed me. They showed me some stuff. I didn't think they was gonna go.
Shit. Hot take. Listen, this Red Jet is a top Niners fan. We're talking about she goes to the game. She was at the game on Christmas. And she's saying they're not gonna win the Super Bowl. That's hot taking right now.
But do you think they're gonna win the Super Bowl? Because she right. I never thought they was gonna win the Super Bowl.
Not playing like that.
Dog, Purdy, I'm telling you, man, like you can have Christian McCaffrey, you can have Debo, you can have all these guys, man. When it's time to go out there and win in the big games, I ain't talking about this was a big game. They needed to win this game.
What's up, Tim?
Yes, the NFC is wide open. It's wide open. Like you got 3 teams at the top that's 11-4. So the Lions, the Eagles, and the Niners, which one of those teams, man, you think gonna end up with that bye?
I think the Niners still end up with it.
I do too. I think they win the next 2 games and they lock it up.
You're right, Red Jet. You guys, I mean, look at who your quarterback is, Mr. Irrelevant. That is a miracle in itself.
See, that's the thing,
he's paying out to be that.
The Niners got a great system, but they haven't had the quarterback. They haven't had that quarterback that can put them over the hump. Even going back to Kaepernick, like they haven't had that. They had the quarterback that could get them to the NFC Championship, Jimmy to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like they got to where they needed to get a few times. They just don't got the guy to take them over the hump, man. That's a great system.
There it is right there. Bobby G said it perfectly. The Niners are panicking, and they lost to literally one division. Yeah. That's it. They've lost to the Bengals, the Ravens, and the Browns, and they have one loss any other time.
Yeah. But those were elite teams when they beat them, when they lost to those teams.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean? We were still, we had Joe, we was doing, we still was, before he got injured, we beat them. Like all 3 of those losses, or they got 4 now, is.
Well, that's what it is. 3 of them were in that division, and they have one other one.
And then one other one. Yes, and that was some bums. That was the Jets or some shit. That was a crazy one. Hold on, I'm about to go.
It was
a bum ass team.
It was.
Hold on, I'm about to go to it right now.
But look, here's what I'm saying. To me, I still think they can get out the NFC.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't trust Dallas and Dak. I mean, you saw what kind of shit show they put on.
The Raiders. I don't trust that. Oh, no, not the Raiders. My bad. Go ahead.
I don't trust the Lions because they can falter at any time.
Yeah.
The Eagles look like
Vikings. The Vikings.
All right. All that. That's with Josh Dobbs' first game in, and he did all that crazy shit. All right. So they went against a miracle itself.
Yeah, pulled it out too. They pulled it out though, and they should have lost that game. But it's games like that, and then you get to the other 3 losses, and those like was all playoff teams at the time. And I say that because we lost Joe Burrow. Obviously, we not doing nothing now, but at the time they lost to all contenders. You know what I mean? Like those other 3 teams outside the Vikings was all contenders, man. And that you gotta beat those guys. They beat the Cowboys, right?
Beat the shit out of them.
They beat Philly too, right?
Beat them.
Okay, so that's the NFC. But you gotta in the Super Bowl, you're going to get the
AFC. They'll get there, and here's the deal: they're gonna have to face either Baltimore, Miami, the Browns,
even the Chiefs still. Yeah, even the Chiefs still.
I mean, I'm saying I think they'll get there, but I really think, and I'm gonna give you hope, Red Jet. I think Purdy takes this game personal, real personal, and goes in there and hits them books, watches that tape, and I think he cleans his act up and he comes out better. I really truly believe it because he is that QB, like Iowa State, dude. He's got a high loss. He'll be all right.
Second round loss, man.
That's what you're thinking?
Second round loss, man.
Who's gonna beat him?
Man, listen, man. I think if they because it depends on who they play. Put it like that. The seeding still got to play out. It depends on who they play. But if they don't have to play, of course they won't have to play the Eagles because the Eagles will end up, but it could be the Cowboys. Yeah, no, you're right. It might be NFC Championship, and then
that's why
out.
they
Yeah.
look.
When you look at the seeding, it'll be NFC Championship.
They're going to be at home.
Yeah.
And who did they lose to at home? All the AFC North division was all at home. That's it. Every other team they beat the hell up on the road or at home.
Or at home.
Besides the Vikings, when they lost to the Vikings.
The AFC tough, man. The AFC tough, man. It is, man. Actually, it's.
You got. I really think Purdy going to bounce back. I think they'll.
Yeah, I think they'll win the next 2 games. It's just when you get to the big game, just like last year, like you messed your elbow up, but was you really like?
That Philly team was different than this Philly team.
You know what I mean? Like, what was you really doing before you got injured? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like
I think they'll make the Super Bowl. It's a matter of again who they face and what happens there.
Right, and we got. Let's see. Speaking of we're staying in the NFC. The NFC got the Rams at 6 and 8 and 7. The Seahawks at 7, 8 and 7. Minnesota 7 and 8, and then Atlanta at 9, 7 and 8. But then you got Green Bay and New Orleans all 7 and 8.
None of that's going to matter. I think
none of that's
stays the same.
So you think it'll be those 7 teams now?
Yeah, that'll be those 7. It'll be.
Well, you think the Rams? You think the Rams and the Seahawks get the 6 and the 7?
I think they can get in. All they got to do is win, and they're good enough. The Rams are sneaky good. I think the Rams make it no matter what. The Seahawks is the iffy there, but. You can look at the Niners. That's the Niners division, the whole division besides the Cardinals, right there.
Yeah, and they 5-0 in the division too. The Niners ain't lost a division game yet.
Nah.
Yeah, they done ran through the division. So, but Philly is 4-1 in the division. So, and Dallas 4-1 in their division. So, like it's a lot of stuff going on. But like I said, I don't think Detroit at 11-4. Even if they win these next 2 games, I don't see them going far in the playoffs though.
Hey, back it up. I don't count the Finns out. They showed up. They showed Dallas what was real good with themselves.
Oh yeah, we gonna get we gonna get to that.
Listen, that this week coming up is gonna be a real game between them and Baltimore.
No, we gonna get to that. Because I definitely want to talk about them. So you going with the Niners still at number 1 on that side?
Yeah, I think the Niners still keep that number 1.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna go with you on that. Because they already dominated their division, and yeah, it's pretty much a cakewalk these last 2 weeks, so they should be fine. But we can go to the Dolphins, man. The Dolphins 11-4. I mean, they can still get the number 1 seed if Baltimore don't win these next 2 games. But I think those 2 teams are going to be playing for us for that bye, so they're going to play all their players in the last 2 weeks. So every game, If
you look at it this way, here's the deal. Them 2 play each other this coming up week.
Yeah.
If Baltimore loses that game and then loses against Pittsburgh and say obviously Miami beats them and Miami goes to Buffalo week 18.
Yeah.
If they get embarrassed like they did at the beginning of the year against Buffalo again and the Browns win out, the Browns get the number 1.
So you found the way to throw them damn Browns in there, boy.
I'm just saying that's what's being told by everybody. You see it.
Well, yeah, but this is my thing.
Like that. I was just, this is my thing,
though. Miami won't beat Baltimore though because I don't think because they're not going to be able to stop Lamar Jackson. Like their defense ain't the best defense. Their offense is where they make they money at. They lost to some bum teams in their 4 losses. I think
their defense showed up against Dallas, but I mean that's Dallas.
Well, yeah, that's fine. You show up when you got to show up, but I just think in a game like Baltimore, you got to worry about Lamar Jackson, man. And you seen what happened against the 49ers. He's running around, and then next thing you know, Zay Flowers is open. Next thing you know, Isaiah Likely just chilling by himself. You know what I mean? You got the backup tight end just chilling by himself. Like he had players just completely wide open. Because he extended the Dolphins. I like the Dolphins. Like I told you, I picked the Dolphins to go far in the playoffs. I think the Dolphins got the potential to get to the NFC Championship. Maybe not the Super Bowl because who you going to have to play when you get to the AFC Championship. But I just don't think their defense will be able to contain Lamar Jackson. I think he's going to go crazy again.
I think it's going to be high scoring.
I think so. But I don't think so because the Ravens defense.
Offense.
Well, the Ravens defense is different, bro. Like I just don't think.
But
I think Miami's gonna give this game up and win the last game, and to keep the 2 seed at least.
I think it's going to be rough.
Yeah, I think it's going to be rough for them too. It's going to be.
This is the craziest ending because look, you still have AFC West is still a battle.
Yeah.
AFC East is a battle with the Dolphins, Bills, and AFC South is a battle, and the AFC North, depending on. I mean, it could go. There's no definite division winners yet.
The South got 3 8-7 teams: the Jags, the Colts, and the Texans. But the Jags should still win that, but they just lost again. And I honestly
think Trevor Lawrence might be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was just about to say he might not be playing. I think Indy will end up winning that division if that's the case.
Well, you got to look at it like this. I'm waiting to see CJ Stroud. If CJ Stroud comes back this week, he's good. I think they're good because I mean they were missing some key defensive players. They were missing CJ Stroud against us. They come back. Their last game is against the Colts.
Right, and I don't think they win that game.
I don't. I can't even give you. I can't even say it because it's tough.
I just like the Colts defense, man. I like the Colts defense, man. They've been underachieving all season, but I still like them though. They pretty good. And then in the West, you got KC at 9-6, and like we said, Denver and Las Vegas is 7-8. I think the Chiefs they sew that up. That's easy.
I don't know if it's sold up yet.
I do. I do.
They should have beat the Raiders.
Yeah, but the Raiders, that's sometimes you got a fluke win.
They should have beat Green Bay.
Like, even though the Chiefs looked as bad as they did, it was 20-14 at the end of the game. So it's like if you limit the pick six and the fumble return for a touchdown was the difference in the game. Without those 2 plays, the Chiefs win that game easy. So that's not always going to happen. It's not always going.
You're right. It's not.
So that's
it does happen.
Yeah, it does happen, but that was fluke. The Raiders showed up.
Who do they play? Who's their last 2 games?
Who?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs is
Red Jet. That Philly Giants game, I can't believe how close it ended up being with Tyrod Taylor.
The Chargers is their last game. I know that. And then they play. Hold on, where the hell they even go?
See, you got the Chargers. I'm not counting them out of anything.
Hold on, they got the Chargers. They gonna beat the Chargers though.
The Bills should have smashed them. They didn't do. They almost lost.
They got us. Yeah, that's right. They got us, and then the Chargers.
Oh yeah, you got you guys.
Yeah, they got us Sunday at 4:25. I think we can beat them if Jake Browning don't go out there and look like John Kitna.
Red Jet, listen, we are on IG. For some reason, the live isn't working right, and I was trying to fix it while I was on. It wasn't working. Usually, we are on IG, and I don't know what Threads is. You're gonna have to hit me to that. I don't know what that is.
I heard of it, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I heard
we're on TikTok if you on there, and Chinese ain't stealing people's shit. I'm sick and tired of hearing people say that. But we're on TikTok at the Man Cave.
Well, 10. No, see what it is. They just like any other company, they gathering everybody's data. And see, the thing is, because Apple do it, Microsoft, everybody do it where you use some stuff. So the fact that they're not an American company, they're Chinese. That's why they see it as a problem because you got Chinese getting all of our information off of all of our information. So, and all they doing is selling it for ads, selling it against ads. That's all they doing, and ain't nobody getting paid for it but them. That's the problem. That's what they don't like. But they ain't doing nothing with it but making money off of our information.
All right, Red Jet, our Instagram is literally the same thing our YouTube is. At the Man Cave 8172.
Yeah.
And she says Threads is just like Twitter, but nicer and less raunchier version.
Yeah, I heard of it. I heard of it, but I ain't.
All right.
Yeah. You know, X now you can say whatever you want to. Elon don't care. But
there's naked women and dudes all over them.
The Eagles almost lost to the Giants, man. I think
That's
looking
crazy.
bad. I think they looking bad going into the playoffs, man. Yeah, their record is 11-4, but they was on a 3-game losing streak, and then they just finally won a game. So
and barely did it.
Barely did it. Tyrod came out there and looked amazing against them. Their defense had 70 sacks last year. They only got like 40 this year. Like it's
totally different team.
Complete turnaround. And I think that's the big difference in why the Eagles aren't the head. Like, because we all thought after that Super Bowl last year where they could have won the game, probably should have won the game. We all thought they was going to be right back this year. But now it's like, I don't know.
The Niners, the Niners go.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can. She's right. Yeah, you can.
Oh yeah, the whole sex.
No,
Yeah,
you can sell your kid on X. He don't give a fuck.
he's selling everything on there.
$44.5 billion. He don't care. Hey,
There's
whatever.
sex tapes all over that place now.
But
People effing in Popeyes and all sorts of shit and going all over X, man. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, because he don't want no advertisement money. That's why he do you. As long as you ain't got no advertisers to tell you that what you doing ain't right, you can do whatever you want to. But did you know that the Steelers is 4-1 in our division? They lead in our division in wins. Did you know that?
Yeah, they
Beat
lost
all
to
of
us. They beat the Ravens and they beat you guys
They
twice.
beat us twice. How is you look up and you like Tomlin? What the like? That's crazy, man.
I mean, and they've had the season they've had, but yeah, they've done great against the division. I mean, the whole divisions beat each other up in a sense.
Except for us, we ain't beat nobody. You
guys don't win in the division. Yeah, what's funny is though, our division's still the toughest division in football because of what we do.
Yeah, and how we beat everybody else, but the people in our division half the damn time. And we'll lose a bunch of games to each other and shit, but beat everybody else. Like
that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, man. So
yeah, Bobby's rooting. He's rooting for Tomlin to get that streak, keep that streak alive.
His worst season was 8-8.
He never had that streak to be alive.
He's never had a winning season. I mean, a losing season. So
yeah.
He's still alive. He can
never had a losing season. Yeah.
He never had a losing season. His worst season was 8-8, and they still made the playoffs that year. I'm pretty sure.
All right, Red Jet, I see you.
Yeah,
following us on the Instagram. All right.
Well, yeah, good looking out. Appreciate that. Shared. Well, I didn't do nothing, but we skipped this year. We got presents and stuff, but we didn't really do nothing. But
you too, Sauce. Hope you had a good Christmas.
Hope you did too.
Yeah, I took that drive north and I went and watched the Browns game with the kid. Me and him were watching them, and then G was just doing whatever the hell she wanted to do. She was just happy I was there. She kept asking if I was leaving.
Yeah.
She didn't want me to leave because she thought I was going to leave and go stay somewhere else. She wanted me to stay at the house. I'm like, so I slept on her. I slept on her floor, and the next night I stayed at my brother Eric's. But
how you feeling about the Bucks, man? They in 8-7. They in right now. Baker looking good. Baker, you notice Baker shut the hell up. He ain't talking no more. He just
culture
playing.
Culture change.
Yes, he just playing. And
change of scenery, change of culture.
Yes.
He's not doing all that stupid shit.
Yes.
Before this last game, he was 24 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Mm-hmm. Passer rating was like 94. Dude, he was better than Jalen Hurts. Yeah, like his whole shit was way better.
Jalen Hurts ain't no elite passer to me, man. Like that's my thing.
I mean, all his stats were better. Everything was better.
You know why I think the Eagles?
His passer rating is actually better than Josh Allen and all of them.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, but you know why I think the Eagles won't win a Super Bowl is because of Jalen Hurts. Like last year, you see what he did. He went out there 300 and some yards. He went crazy, rushing touchdowns, all that, and it still wasn't enough.
Absolutely right, Red Jet.
It still wasn't enough, bro. Like he gonna have to throw 3-4 touchdowns. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like it just wasn't enough. He went crazy, but it still was not enough.
And I don't understand that whole. I mean, they got a good offense. You got AJ Brown, you got Swift, you got.
You see his season. His season went from this record-setting season to 3-game losing streak where AJ been at. Trust me, I got him in fantasy. I know he ain't.
Yeah, because they're not throwing the ball to him.
Yeah, you just beat me in fantasy because Mahomes ain't doing. Nobody did nothing on my team.
I don't know how I did that because guess what? I haven't paid
dropped 51 down points.
Listen, I haven't paid attention to that league in weeks.
Me either, bro. And I checked it, man. And I'm like, man, this man is smacked. Like nobody did.
That means I'm about to win the loser bracket, huh? Nice.
Yeah, nobody did nothing on my fantasy.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
Like, I'm never picking Mahomes again.
Well, he took him with the first pick.
Yeah, and it didn't work.
The first pick on him.
I know, because I wanted to do something different. But last year I had him too. You know what I mean? I got him later, you know what I'm saying? And he still, like, he got more points. He was averaging like 20-something points. But this year he only averaging like 10. I don't know the exact number, but I know it's low. Trust me.
Yeah, Philly's riding a roller coaster.
Philly is
down.
And
when they go down, they go down. It's like a death drop.
Philly don't mess around and let the Cowboys beat them if they got to face the Cowboys in the playoffs. That's how I feel about
Red
that.
Jet asked, what seed do you think KC will be in the AFC?
Well, they third right now. I think they'll stay at 3. I think they'll win the next 2 games and stay at 3. Because I don't think we're going to beat them because we can beat them is what we can beat them. But Jake, man, that was a horrible performance, bro. Like that was crazy.
Was that more that way? Or was it more Mason Rudolph?
Mason Rudolph did his thing. Like they
did.
Their scheme was great. They did everything. But see, it was demoralizing when you start the game off and you throw an interception off rip and then they go get 7 right now. Like that just demoralizes. That changes everything. Now we playing from behind. Now we got a rookie quarterback that got to play from behind. Mason's not a rookie quarterback. He's a vet.
Seasoned veteran.
Yes, he's a seasoned veteran, man. Like, so when Jake got to play from behind, just like Brock Purdy, if Brock Purdy got to play from behind, he's not going to win that game. Statistics show it.
So you're saying they get the 3 seed, right?
Yeah, I think they'll end 3.
You know, I'm gonna go hot take here. I think they actually get like the 6.
Damn.
I don't think they win the division.
What? So who you think gonna win the division then?
I think the Broncos end up winning the division.
Hell no. The Broncos just got, man, they trash. They just lost a game they should have lost too.
I think the Broncos win the division.
The Broncos are at 12th right now. There's no way they win in the division.
Yeah, the 12th, that has nothing to do with it. I told you how it happens.
Yeah, but the Raiders is also
all they got to do is win the last 2 and Chiefs lose.
Yeah, but the Raiders is above them too, though.
And listen, if they both win the next game and they play in that last game, they're playing for the division.
Yeah, but it say the Raiders win the tiebreaker over the Broncos because they beat them.
Unless the Broncos beat them in that last game.
No, the Raiders win the tiebreaker, not the Broncos. They say it right here.
No, if the Broncos win that last game, they win that.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In reality, KC's going to get that 3 seed. They're going to win the division, like we're saying. Something will happen. You know, Darlene will come out.
I like the hot take, though.
She'll cry a little bit. Oh, refs, help me.
Refs, help
they'll
me.
be they'll win the damn division.
All right,
there so fun facts. Before Burrow was injured, Chase hadn't caught a pass from a QB other than Burrow since high school.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
And Chase ain't, man. See, without
Chase was out. He might still be out. They might hold him out this week too.
Man, I think this shit is weird to me, man. Like I don't like it, man. But it's cool with this Joe's 2nd injury, 3rd injury, 4th injury going back to college. He might not be.
Shit ain't weird to me and Bobby. Me and Bobby
might not be around long, bro. He might not be. I'm telling you, like Joe Burrow, he might with all the injury stuff he keep going through. If he get injured again, bro, he might be. All
right, let's real quick revisit the trade scenario.
Yeah. Let's go.
You trade him, get some picks, let JB do his thing.
Yeah, after like another year or 2, yeah.
I'll trade him right now.
You don't trade him right now. Not when you just now paying him. So you got to let him play out some of that contract. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I'm just messing around. I think that's funny.
If he get injured again, man, we gotta move on. I'm sorry, bro.
That means the trade value went all the way to the shit. Then they know we're gonna want his ass.
Man, somebody is still taking.
Get yourself a 6.
You know what's so crazy? Somebody will still take him, and we'll still get some. That's the crazy.
You gotta pay him all that money. They ain't gonna give you nothing.
Nah, that's the crazy shit. But you know, a lot of times they'll have to pay so much, and then like we'll pay the rest of the salary, like they did with Baker when Baker went to the Bucks. They only had to pay so much of the money, and then the Panthers paid the rest of it. So but Burrow, man, if he get injured again, bro, he done. He gotta go. We gotta get him out of here. We gotta just move on, man. Like, look, Joe, we gonna draft a young boy, and we need you to mold him with, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh. Something got to happen, but it's like his 3rd injury since he's been in the NFL. One of them was
get him out of here.
Yes, bro. We're not doing this with you, man. Like, we paying you too much money for this, man. And I think y'all got to worry about that with Deshaun too. because he had no injuries when he missed this
time. What you mean? We ain't got to worry about shit with Deshaun.
Listen to what I'm saying. He just messed up his shoulder and had to have surgery on his shoulder, bro. Like throwing that ball, like ask any baseball player that's living that had to pitch.
Well, I understand that. Look,
I'm telling you.
I agree. It's a fickle thing with these quarterbacks right now with these injuries. And whether or not they come back the right way or not. It's crazy.
Yeah, now all you need now is a serviceable guy. Just how much the league done changed. All you need is a serviceable quarterback. That's it. You don't really have to have the elite quarterback. The Chiefs did for 6 years. They had the elite quarterback, and it showed. But how many other quarterbacks have been elite that done it? Matt Stafford just won a Super Bowl. He been in the league for 37 years.
He was elite back then. They just never could get the Super Bowl.
I'm saying when he wasn't elite no more, he was just still a serviceable quarterback like he is now. He won a Super Bowl, man. Like that happens a lot. Now, like recent time, you know what I mean? Like back in the 90s and early 2000s. Like just think, Donovan McNabb could never win a Super Bowl. He got to 17,000 NFC championships and could never win. You know, and he was an elite quarterback. Like, you don't always need it. Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson. We can name all type of quarterbacks that got Super Bowls that wasn't elite quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of them. Joe Flacco. He was a great quarterback, but he wasn't that elite. Eli Manning.
I'll get a second one.
Eli Manning, great quarterback. But a lot of people would say that Eli wasn't that dude like that. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't Peyton Manning, but he was a serviceable quarterback. Iron Man. I'm showing up.
He was above serviceable, but yes, he wasn't.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying he wasn't. Yes. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but Eli went out there and got 2 Super Bowls.
He did what he needed to do. Yes. That's what he did.
He made the throws. He didn't do nothing the whole game. Low scoring games and everything. But then he had couple moments where he had
big moment.
He had to make the play, and he made the play. That's a serviceable quarterback.
Big moment, Eli.
Hell yeah, and that's all like Tua, Brock Purdy, Lamar, all these players.
Tua's got everybody in their mama on that team.
All you got to do is make the right play. Look at Jimmy.
I mean, that dude doesn't need to do a whole lot, and switch that guy out to another team. He's not going to play like that.
Look at Jimmy Garoppolo when he went to the Super Bowl. If he don't miss a couple passes that should have been touchdowns, he wins a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you got to do is make the throw. You don't have to be Patrick Mahomes, man. Like, you don't. Flacco, like you said, realistically, y'all 10-5 with the defense y'all got, and Flacco is a serviceable quarterback that can throw that ball. I'm telling you, man, he can go out there and win a Super Bowl, and he's not an elite quarterback no more.
Joey Cool, he's an elite playoff quarterback, is what he is.
He's the serviceable guy. You can put him in the system. Flacco, we need you to do this. You already know the playbook. You already know who you're supposed to look to. You already know your reads. You already know all of that. It's a serviceable quarterback. You ain't got to be elite. Just throw the ball, make your reads, do what you got to do. It's simple. Go by the book.
And Red Jet, that's what makes that's why I love you. You real. You a fan of the game, not just a team.
Yeah,
there's a difference between fans. You a fan of the game and your team, or you just a fan of the team and you don't know anything. You just cheering because you want to cheer for your home team.
Yeah,
the difference is in fans.
You like the colors, that's your home team. I know people that's fans of teams because the colors. Like, bruh, come on, man.
Well, listen, you need to give Ted some hardcore love, man. Just let him know, hey, listen, look, the Niners, this is what it is. You got to tell him. Because when I tell him, and I mean, we might not do a show this week because he's in Hawaii. There's no reason to do no show while you're in Hawaii. But when I tell him, he's going to be upset. But
you said that to me too, man. I still do a show, man. I told you, when I go to Jamaica, I still do a show out there.
Yeah, I told him, well, he does all these other main shows. Our show just got put together during the season. I'm like, listen, dude, forget it. We ain't got to do one.
Yeah.
I go, we're cool, man. We'll talk about it all the
week. Your vacation.
Well, see, the week after, he's flying back on that. So we might have to change a day or something. Since we're not going to be doing Tuesday, maybe I'll tell him to do Tuesday or something. I don't know. But listen, hey, besides Joe Flacco in that game, dude, I'm giving it up to Amari Cooper. 11 catches, 265.
Yeah.
Broke the Browns' single game record, and that was held by Josh Gordon at 261. Woo.
He was just running past dudes. He was just running past dudes. Nobody wanted to guard him. That's crazy. Dak could use him right now.
Yes, Flacco did. Listen, and that what's funny is, Dom's a Cowboy fan. He's like, I was mad when Amari was out of the Cowboys. He's like, I couldn't believe he left. I said, well, they weren't treating him right. They weren't giving him the respect he deserved, the money he deserved. And there you went. The Browns stepped right in and said, hey, we know what you are.
My only thing about Flacco is throwing all these interceptions like he do and still winning the game. When you come across an offense that's going, like in the playoffs, that's a really good offense, you cannot throw 2 and 3 interceptions and think you still going to win.
All right, look. In that last game he just did, he had 2.
He had 3 the game before that. He had 3 the game before that.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I know about that game, but this last one, the only reason why there was 2 is because right before halftime, we didn't have a field goal kicker. We're just going for it.
Yeah.
Just throwing in the end zone. To me, that's a whatever interception.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, period, bro.
The other one, all right, I give that to you, but I understand where you're at with that.
But Flacco was known for that. You know what I mean? He's been known for that for a while, throwing interceptions, bro. Like, he can get the job done, but he got to limit them turnovers. It's kind of the same thing with Josh Allen. When Josh Allen's not throwing interceptions and fumbling the ball, he's a great quarterback. Same for Flacco.
Yeah. See, that's the realness of you, Red Jet. You telling it like it is because it's not going to be a cakewalk.
No, it's not.
It's not going to be 42-10 like it was both those games, or 42-13.
Even though I think
the Niners should still win, it's not going to be a blowout.
I do think that if they met both of those teams again, I think they would win both of those games because they lost to them already. Like I think they would win both of those.
I see him putting it on Purdy, but I also see him putting it on Kyle Shanahan.
I'll put it on Shanahan. I'll put it like this last game. Every game that they lose or win, it's always on Shanahan because it's Shanahan. But that offensive line just did not protect.
Well, they're beat up. They're injured.
Yeah, besides
defense, besides B71, they're injured on the right.
But San Francisco's defense didn't look like the San Francisco defense that we know. Like it was too much bending going on. It was too much bending going on in that game.
Yeah.
They wasn't sturdy. And they like the Niners, they'd get in your ass. Like even if they lose the game, their defense still looked dominant, but
other defense was still there, yeah.
They didn't look like Lamar was just back there. Like the line, they kept showing the line of the Ravens, man. And it was just so much time. He just standing back there. And
it wasn't because of the line, it was because of Lamar.
Yeah, but the line
Lamar ducked out of 2, should be anybody else stacked.
Well, Lamar
dipped and ran, and that's what Lamar does.
There was a lot of times where he didn't have to do none of that. Like he chilled.
I mean, that's how a line's supposed to hold up. But
you know what I mean? Like their line is better than I thought their line was.
Well, for that game, their line ain't really that good.
Well,
for that game. They came to play for that game.
For that game, yeah. That's what I'm talking about for that game.
They showed up because they knew what was on the line. Because if they lose that game, if the Ravens lose that game, then that next week becomes tougher. And they already know what happens.
What I'm going to say is overall, the Ravens all season have found a way to win these games that they shouldn't have won. And that shit right there is how teams win championships. When you win in games that you were not supposed to win. Like the Ravens should have lost a few more times than 3. But I agree. Lamar, so many times like Lamar just make a scrambling play for 40 or 50 yards at the end of the damn game. And next thing you know, they kicking a field goal or they getting a touchdown to win the game. Like that's happened so many times. And I just think at the end of the day, if their defense is going to play like their defense is playing and they going to protect Lamar, or if not, Lamar runs around and extends plays. If that's how they're going to play, there is nobody that's going to beat them in the playoffs. I just don't see it if they playing like that. Like that defense was like Christian McCaffrey had a great game, but that was it.
Listen, Kittle.
They stopped everybody else. It was Kittle, yeah.
Kittle had 6 catches, 111 yards, no touchdowns. Yes. I even called it on the show I did Sunday morning. I called it. I said, Kittle's going to be a problem.
How many touchdowns did Kittle have?
That's the thing. He didn't have any. But he had 111 yards. Actually, more than that.
Saying. That's what I'm saying.
Every time going into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's why I say Christian McCaffrey because he got in the end zone. If George Kittle gets in the end zone.
He had over 108 total yards by halftime.
I think the game goes different if Kittle gets in the end zone in that first half.
I think if they use Kittle just like that, yes, and he gets in the end zone, things change. I've been chanting all year long to Ted. Yeah. I said, Ted, listen, your Niners need to use Kittle. They're not using Kittle. I get you got Ayuk and Debo and Chris. Yep. Use Kittle and open up the game more. If you open that field up more, then your other weapons can get easier scores and more yards. Because then they have to guard everybody. If they just see Kittle just not doing shit, then they're not going to worry about him.
They did that last year too, and that's why I didn't pick Kittle this year, because I had him on my fantasy last year, and they was never giving him the ball after he got injured and came back. They was never giving him the ball. And
and that was stupid. This whole year's been stupid for not messing with Kittle, because Kittle could have helped them a lot in a lot of games.
Yes, but I think they depend so much on Christian McCaffrey and Debo and Ayuk and those guys, man. If you let Christian McCaffrey go crazy, you let George Kittle do what he do, but score no touchdowns. And Debo don't do much. He do a little bit, you know. And then you got Ayuk catching passes, but they're not doing what they normally do. That's how you beat the 49ers, man. You let Christian McCaffrey, you limit him as much as you can, because he's gonna get his. But if you let everybody else act a fool, then that's when you lose to the 49ers, man. But I think they did a good job on defense. If the Ravens are going to play that type of defense, it's going to be hard to beat them in the playoffs if they playing that defense right there.
What's good, wild card?
It was good. Like, that's Super Bowl defense. And that's why I said Flacco. Flacco is a serviceable quarterback. You put him out there, give him a game plan. He's going to go execute the game plan, even if he throw interceptions. But if y'all playing that type of defense that y'all play, then he can go win a Super Bowl, bro. Y'all 10-5. If y'all win these next 2 games, bro, y'all in the season with 12 wins, and y'all got the most injuries in the league. Y'all missing Chubb, Deshaun, defenders, linemen, everything. Y'all missing you don't even have a kicker. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can still end the season with 12 wins. Flacco he got a Super Bowl. He's a Super Bowl MVP. But
he knows how to win the playoffs on the road.
Remember, how did he win in 2012? The defense led them, and he did his job, threw passes, made the right thing. The same thing he doing for y'all now. You might be right. I know I talk shit because it's the Browns when you say it, but I am with you on that. He can go out there with that defense. It's only y'all got to play that defense, though.
We're getting help back because Delpit should be back for the playoffs. There's pieces coming back.
Bro, y'all got a stud out there on defense. Number 0. What's his name? What's his last name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Newsome.
Newsome's number 0.
Bro, y'all got a stud. He's a stud. He is a stud. He's all over the field. You're not getting too much off on him either. Like, Newsome he can lock it down. Like, y'all got a stud out there. Hey, he's a young boy too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, Stefanski, Mike said it last week. Stefanski should be in the Coach of the Year conversation. If y'all in this season 12 wins, give it to him.
12 wins, all these injuries, and all the quarterbacks we've had to use?
Yes, give it to him. Give it to him. He definitely did. Right now, honestly, the fact that y'all 10-5, bro, because you know how we talked about as soon as Nick Chubb went down, what did I say? Oh, y'all.
Yeah, that was the end of it.
You always stuck to it. Now we got 4, we got 100. Now we good. Don't worry. PJ.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
And what you call it? Then Flacco came. You like, nah, it's cool. Don't you always stuck with it? And now I actually see what's happening.
Something about this season, man.
Yes, bro. Y'all got the quarterback, and Deshaun. I like Deshaun. Y'all paid him a lot of money. He's a cool quarterback. He's a good quarterback. But I'd rather just say Deshaun could come back right now, just in this next game. I'm keeping Flacco in.
Oh yeah, me too.
I don't care if you 100% healthy or not, Deshaun. You chill. Let Flacco ride it out. Nick Foles shit. Nick Foles got a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Carson Wentz went down, and what happened? They let Nick Foles play. We don't need another quarterback now. We're going to let him play. We ain't even going to go try to find nobody else. Just let him, just like Flacco. Y'all found y'all's guy. PJ wasn't it. Dobbs wasn't it. Now you got Flacco. And I think y'all got a real Mike. I'm telling you, if y'all in this season with 12 wins, bro, I'm going to be highly impressed by that, man. Because that's something I did not see coming. Like I'm
gonna want the Jags to win out because we played them in the playoffs and I was smack the Jags again.
Yeah, that's a win. That's an easy win. Now Flacco go win a playoff game. or maybe 2 playoff games, or even get to the AFC or to the Super Bowl. What do y'all do?
Look, here's how I look at it. See, the playoffs, the way they are right now, if you got Ravens number 1, Dolphins number 2, Chiefs, Jags, us, the Bills are 6, and the Colts are 7. That means the Bills play the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They're going to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They beating them now. Look, I know wild card, you're not going to like that, but they beat.
You said the Bills are going to beat the Chiefs?
They are.
I don't believe in the Bills, man.
I don't either, but
I don't believe in the Bills.
I don't believe in the Chiefs right now.
I'm going with the Chiefs on that one. I
would love to see Cleveland, Baltimore in the AFC Championship. That would be a hell of a thing.
Man, I don't want to see neither one of you motherfuckers in there. I'm a Bengals fan. I'm in the AFC North.
Wild card.
Realistically, yes. But as a Bengals fan, no. I don't want to see both of y'all.
You don't want the AFC North to be represented?
One of y'all. One. Not both. No. I'm a Bengals fan. Dog. I don't want to see both of y'all in there. I want to see the Browns in there
to win and be in the Super Bowl.
You see I want the Browns in there because it's Ohio, but I don't want to see both of y'all in there. I definitely don't want to see both of y'all in there. If the Browns,
wild card, listen, I understand that because Darlene would be crying to the refs.
You don't.
Kansas City refs would be over there. There'd be flags everywhere. That whole field would be covered in yellow by the time the game over.
Jared Allen also lost a game in 13 seconds.
Why you keep saying Jared Allen, man? He retired.
Man, that's the only Allen that I acknowledge.
Josh Allen.
You know who I'm talking about. That's all that matters. So you can correct me every time. It's Jared Allen is the only Allen that, other than Marcus, is the only Allen that I acknowledge in the Great Whites. Jared Allen, Hall of Famer. But yeah, man. When you think we gonna get? Because we got Myles Garrett, we kind of got Micah Parsons. He up and down, iffy as hell. We got T.J. Watt. Outside of T.J. Watt and Myles Garrett, I'll throw Micah on there. Maybe Hassan Reddick. Like
what?
For like the defensive lineman. Like when are we gonna get another? Like who is the next great defensive lineman outside of those 3? Because you got Carter, you got Jalen Carter, you got all these guys, man. It's a lot of guys, some young guys. You got Simmons over there in Tennessee. Like the next great, like Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt, J.J. Watt, great, like that type.
No, man, that's tough to be like that.
Nick Bosa, great like those guys.
Hey, listen, I give you Hutchinson, Aiden Hutchinson from Detroit. Yeah, listen, that boy's a monster.
Yeah,
he is.
I say Aiden. Yes, what I was gonna say, Aiden Hutchinson or the Simmons kid in Tennessee.
Yeah, Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah, I could not think of his first name. Yeah, Simmons. That boy's a savage. He goes through double teams, all of that. But yeah, Aiden Hutchinson.
I like that DE coming out of Oregon. I can't pronounce his name, but I like him. I think he's gonna be good.
Yeah. And I also think, what's his name? The Sweat kid.
Montez Sweat.
Montez Sweat.
He's in Chicago right now. Yeah, he's having a good ass year.
And he's gonna have watch next year playing the whole season with Chicago, a new environment. Yeah, I think he's gonna be one of them. But I'll probably go with Bobby with Aiden for sure. But how much time we got?
1.5.
1.5. So the show.
Hey, listen, before we go, hey, things change. We won't be on Tuesdays no more. Starting next week, it'll be Sunday, 6:30 to 8. That's our new time for the Sports Madness show, 6:30 to 8 on Sundays.
Yep. So make sure y'all there. Tune in, show up, like, share, subscribe, comment, engage, all that. Will Anderson Jr. for sure. He's one of those. Rookie year, having a great year. But we appreciate y'all for stopping by, engaging, man. Y'all make this fun for us, man.
Hell yeah.
Talking to each other, man. So we'll see y'all next week. Like he said, Sundays, 6:30 to 8:30. Starting
6:30 to 8. Yeah.
6:30 to 8 next week. We'll see y'all then. Salute.